Okay, welcome to our Team Tuesday Night Zooms. We are still doing the 10-10-10 method. So it's 10 minutes of products, 10 minutes of a success story, whether it's products or business or just a testimony that reminds you why we do what we do and talk about it. And then, of course, 10 minutes of business strategy. I'm going to kick us off. My name is Emily Roberts. I am a diamond and a senior gold. My husband is an emerald ambassador. We've been doing this thing for 8 years. And I'm so glad that you're here. We have some new faces on tonight. So I love that. This is so awesome. A bunch of people just got into the waiting room. So they're going to hop on in with us. So tonight, the business strategy that I want to talk about, y'all know it's my favorite. And some of you are doing it. Some of you are not doing it. And it is social media. But I don't want to just talk about social media. I'm going to give you 5 talking points. So if you have a pen and paper, write them down. It's going to be a 5-point strategy for social media. And basically like the day old question of, well, what do I do on social media, right? Some people are saying they can't get in. Hold on. What happened? I don't think there's a passcode. That is a great question though. Hold please, everybody. But yes, we're going to talk about a 5-point strategy of what to do on social media. Because I think you guys are on social media and it sounds great and all those things, but what are you doing? What are you supposed to be doing? Hold on one second. I'm going to see if my assistant can make sure I don't have a password. Okay. And then from those 5 points of what to do on social media, we're going to talk about different platforms. I understand we have different age groups. We also have different platforms, and then the goal, like what you want to do when you're on that platform. So I'm going to give you the 5 talking points first. So just number your paper 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, just like you're taking a spelling test. Did any of you that are on right now, did y'all have to use a password or did you just click the normal link? Anybody? You just did normal? Okay. I updated my Zoom password today. So now I'm worried that's so weird. Okay. Hold on. I hate when people have FOMO. I get FOMO and I freak out. And then I'm like, I feel like I'm missing everything. And I know they might think that too. So we don't want them to feel that way. 1 second, guys. Let me see. Maybe I'm typing it in wrong when I'm sending it to them. That's weird. Okay. I'm going to get myself locked out. Nope, that worked. No. Okay. I'm going to send this link directly to that group chat so that they don't feel like they can't get in. Okay. Well, this has been fun. I promise I know what I'm doing. Okay. So the 5 talking points. Okay. Number 1. All right. So before we talk about the different platforms, I want you to make sure you understand your purpose. When I'm like, go tell the world about Plexus, go tell your audience about Plexus. What I mean by that is, why do you take Plexus? Like the real reason. I'm talking, it's 10:38 p.m. You're in bed and you have cookies and cream ice cream in your freezer. And you know everyone in your house is asleep and you're addicted. You can't help it. You got those sugar cravings. You know what I'm talking about? You're like, I really need my ice cream. Okay. That's what I'm talking about. And you go and you have it. And then you beat yourself up about it. Okay. The real reason you use Plexus. I'm not talking about weight loss. I'm not even talking about those things. I'm talking about you keep going to your gynecologist because you have yeast infections and you don't know why. I'm talking about your husband has chronic migraines. He cut out energy drinks weeks ago and y'all still can't figure it out. I'm talking about those reasons, the things you're not posting on social media. That's what I want to know. Okay. All right. So when I say that, this is what I mean. I mean, number 1, something personal. When you get on social media, and I can't wait for y'all to hear the testimony tonight because she does such a great example of this and she's going to keep doing it because I encouraged her last week to keep doing it. It's so good, but you got to get personal. Okay. Think about the day that you decided to spend your hard-earned cash on Plexus and you probably couldn't afford it. Does that resonate with anyone here? Please tell me in the chat. Just say me. That was me. I saved up. You guys know I sold pictures off my wall, clothes out of my closet. I was house sitting, babysitting, dog sitting, freaking driving myself crazy with a newborn. And enough was enough. I liked working. I had a great corporate America job, but I had a baby boy that I really wanted to watch grow up. And I was raised by a single mom. There's absolutely nothing wrong with daycare. I'm so thankful for that. However, that was not an option for me. Personal opinion. It just was not an option for me. Okay. I got trust issues. Y'all will learn about that later on. Okay. So I knew I needed to find a way to work from home, and this was going to be it. I was going to make Plexus work for me. And what I mean by that is I was going to get personal. I knew that if I was going to start using these Plexus products, I was going to document it. You guys, welcome to my Lifetime movie. Y'all about to watch this thing unfold. It is not predictable. There's no Prince Charming. I'm going to get bloated with y'all. I'm going to talk about my body changing, and I was in. So for those of you that are here in this space and you're using the Plexus products and you're like, I don't want to talk about those things, Emily. Okay, what are you doing here? How are you going to help people if you're not talking about the problems it's solving for you? For those of you just joining us, we are talking about the 5-point social media strategy. Number 1 is getting personal. If I say to you, go talk about Plexus on social media, and you're just like, deer in headlights, you don't know, you don't want to, whatever. This is what we're talking about. Getting personal. What problem did Plexus solve for you, or it's currently solving getting there? Okay. Getting personal. By sharing personal things, you will create a personal connection and allow those who have been following along your journey to get to know you. Not to mention, if you keep doing it, we call it consistency in this neck of the woods. You keep doing it, they can't help but watch, because you ain't giving them anything else to watch, right? Just like a movie, The Hunger Games, it is on TV. You have seen that movie 7,000 times, but what happens when it comes on the TV? You watch it because it's there. Yeah. What other movie is like, we've all seen like a million? Jumanji. We've all seen Jumanji, at least most of us, I'm hoping. It comes on, you know what happens. You've seen the ending. You still watch it. Can't not watch it because it's on the TV, right? Some of you don't like football, could care less, but it's Thanksgiving and you at Meemaw's house and Meemaw's got football on. Guess what you're watching? Football. If you are posting about it and that is all they can see, then they're going to watch. And when you keep showing up consistently, showing your personal off, your problem solving, this is what was wrong, this is what I did to fix it, they can't help it. They watch. Okay. So number 1 is get personal. That's what I mean by get on social media. I don't mean your baby, mama, daddy, drama, sister, brothers. I got wasted this weekend. Nobody, no, that does not problem solve for anyone. Okay. You can get personal, but like own your business. All right. We're trying to clean up messes. Pretend you're the mice in the Cinderella story, right? You're always there to make it better. You're there to make it better. Okay. We are not the fairy godmother for people. We're not, most of us are Cinderella and we a mess, but we're going to pretend that we're the little mice making things better for people. Okay. Number 2, educational. Some of you I just lost y'all. You're like, Emily, not a teacher. You said I didn't have to be an expert. So glad you said that. So glad thank you, Angela, for saying that. You're thinking what everyone was thinking. Okay. What I mean by being educational, sharing educational tips and advice not only makes it easy for you to help and serve the people that you're trying to serve, but it would also make you an expert in your industry. I don't want you to be a scientist that discovered the body's microbiome and you're going to teach people about your Akkermansia levels and how to lose weight because you are leveling your pH, whatever. No. I couldn't pronounce half the crap on the back of ProBio 5 right now if I tried. And I've been doing this for 8 years. What I mean is you are the gut health friend because somebody at a baseball game mentioned that little Johnny can't poop because he only eats mac and cheese every day and she just can't get him to try anything. And you're like, oh, well, my son uses these X Factor Kids chewables. My son drinks my pink drink and it really helps alleviate that. I have a sample. Do you want to take one home and try it? That's what I mean by being consistent and educating people on probiotics and prebiotics. Good. Plexus has this, Plexus good. You're educating them on the little things that you are learning and picking up on. This doesn't make you a scientist. Some of you are brilliant. Some of you are scientists. Some of you are math and science teachers, and you do know these things. Educate us so we can go educate the people. The cool thing about being educational is what I like to do is Plexus has product info sheets for every single product. I'm talking all the way down to where it says silicone dioxide. We do not have silicone dioxide in our products. That is what keeps moisture out of the bag and out of the manufacturing process. But Plexus is so full of integrity and transparent. They put that on the label so that you can't doubt them. So when people message you, oh my gosh, I have silicone dioxide and I Googled it and that's rat poison. You are trying to get me to like, no, hold up. Let me educate you for a second. Okay. We have a CEO who has been in the game, who has been in the field, and who has sold the things to the skeptical people. One of my favorite things he ever said on stage was shut up and drink it to his neighbor that refused to drink the pink drink. Okay. Our CEO said this on stage. So when you're educating someone, you can use tools like the product info sheets. I'm not saying copy and paste the link to a product info sheet and make that your post for the day. No. What I'm saying is, yes, I'm admitting that I had Chick-fil-A sweet tea tonight. What I'm saying is taking a selfie with your Chick-fil-A sweet tea and saying, I've replaced this. I only had, this is my first sweet tea of all of October, by the way, because I drink my prebiotic mix every morning. That's what I mean by educating people. Why am I drinking this? Here's the 3 little fun facts. I suffered from migraines and crazy sweet tooth and hormonal acne after each pregnancy. So a friend of mine recommended this prebiotic drink mix. It tastes like a Sonic limeade. I'm here for that. You know, that's educational and then creates a little curiosity. All right. Number 3, passion. I got to talk faster because I want y'all to hear their story. Passion. Obviously, I'm yelling at y'all through the screen because I'm full of passion. You can't be full of passion without belief. Think of something that you believe in, okay? Or if not, pretend you're 6 years old and Santa is real. Making sure my kid's door is shut. So I want you, go with me for a second, something that you believe so much in. It just makes you crazy and you want everyone to know about it, right? Those of you that know me, you guys know that Jesus, hello. That's it for me. All right. For a little kid, maybe Santa Claus. Okay. You can believe in something like this and be so passionate about it. You want to tell the world about it. Okay. That is passion. You have passion for it because you get it. You understand it. You believe in it. I don't expect you to have this 3rd pillar of social media strategy if you do not believe that Plexus is it. Okay. We are the original gut health company. We have pending patents. I don't care how many Hydrate Lemon Limes are on Instagram right now. Ours is patent pending. I don't care how many say they have the original pink drink and this and that. No, they don't. That was actually thrown away in a lawsuit. Ain't nobody got it. We reinvented it, made it better, included a really cool, expensive prebiotic bacteria in it and made it the best. You got to believe. Every single one of you, I've either had a one-on-one call with you or you posted your testimony at one point in our customer page. You don't have passion for this yet? Go read those. Go watch the Diamond Docs. We talked about this last week. Okay. When you're passionate, the things we are passionate about are not random. And sharing the things we're passionate about is one of the most beautiful aspects of social media. Sometimes it can be annoying. I know, because some people are a little passionate and their opinions bleed into their passion. I get it. So stay with the facts here. But tell the world what you are passionate about and why you love what you do and love what you use. Because we are in a supplement industry, they don't know until you tell them. They think it's a weight loss thing. For some people, it is. And if that's your audience, then that's your thing. But it's so much more than that, right? So why are you here and what are you passionate about? Number 4, promotional, okay? Promoting your products, promoting your service. Like I help moms find energy in their postpartum recovery. However you want to fill in those blanks. Remember the little Mad Lib thing we talked about a couple weeks ago? You're filling in your adjectives and how you help people and how you serve them, okay? So when you want to talk about Plexus, some of you you're all hung up on number 3. Maybe you all passion. All you want to do is Plexus. And I don't know anything about you. I don't know anything personal about you. You haven't taught me anything. All I know is you take a pink drink every single day and you really like selfies. That's all I know. Okay. So we gotta find balance. That promotional aspect is important because I want to know what you have to offer. That's why I follow you. But it's also how you have been showing up consistently. I've connected with you. You've told me a personal story. I see a difference in you. So now tell me what it is. Solve my problem with the thing. Here is where you talk about your testimony. You share a testimony. You talk about the Plexus promotion. For me, I will occasionally post that on my feed, but I do the majority of this pillar in my stories. I show up all day long in my stories. Okay. So this is a great way to scale your business and also a great way to pay attention to who's liking, commenting, or not any of the above. If you're getting 0 likes and 0 comments, you're talking about products way too much. Tell me about your kids. Tell me about your marriage. Tell me about the pumpkin patch you went to. Tell me about your favorite great grandmother's hot cocoa recipe. Tell me about how you put cabbage on your knees to reduce inflammation, whatever. Tell me all your remedies. Tell me your favorite Bible verse. Tell me what you're listening to at your gym. Tell me how you PR'd at CrossFit and what you lifted. I want to get to know you. Oh, and after my workout, because you know I go every Monday, Motivational Monday. Some of you, I love it. I'm here for it. But in your stories, be like, you know, I worked out today here. Now I'm drinking my active. Here's what it does. 3 fun facts. Okay. It's just a steady flow of these 5 things. Last but not least, you're engaging. It is so easy to fall into a trap of constantly talking about what you do. And some of you are there right now. Some of you you're like, I'm too scared to do any of these steps. And that's okay. You'll get there. But some of you are like, Plexus, why don't you love Plexus? Like you look like a crazy ex-girlfriend. You know what I'm talking about? We all have that one friend, you know, and you're just like, just love me. Just love me. That's what you look like with your Plexus. We don't want to be that girl or that guy. Okay. You can tell what someone's passionate about, but I want to know who you are and what you're passionate about. But then I want you to ask me questions. Make me think about what you offer. Make me think about why I might need that. You know, one of my favorite things that I asked today in my post was, do any of you have any weird mystery symptoms like I did? Craving ice cream late at night, hormonal breakouts after the age of 30, random headaches, and I haven't had caffeine in 8 years. These were weird mystery symptoms that I would have, and I knew I needed to take it to the gut. I talk about staying off the scale and paying attention to symptoms instead. And so that is engaging. And you guys commented, but I had great conversations in the Messenger because it got people thinking. You know, I've actually been doing that myself. I'm eating all the Halloween candy and it's not even Halloween yet. Like, what do I need? A probiotic? Like, it's a great conversation starter. So don't be discouraged if no one's liking and commenting. That's more so the algorithm's fault. However, if you're only talking about Plexus, then that is your fault and you got to be personal. Okay. So those are the 5-point social strategies: personal, educational, passion, promotional, engaging. You can literally Google 21 questions to ask Facebook and it'll give you a list of questions and you can have so much fun with it. You know, like show me, or even if you can't ask a question, ask them to show you something. Show me what you carved out of your pumpkins. Show me your favorite Halloween candy. Show me what you're listening to right now on the radio or on your phone. You know, you can engage with your audience in that sense because people can't help it. They want to participate. All right. Lastly, the platform and the goal. So if you want, you can write the platform and then you can, you know, write down what I'm going to say. And then on the other side of your paper, write the goal. So I'm going to give you the platform, the social media platform, and then why people use that app. The statistics say this is why people use this app. Okay. So Facebook, the goal, to be educated. Guess what? We're on Facebook. We're apparently old. Like literally 5th graders at my kid's school are like, oh yeah, my grandma has Facebook. Oh, okay. It's fine. It is what it is. So this should encourage us that people want to be educated on Facebook. So we need to make more educational posts and build our audience that way. Okay. Twitter, to be entertained. We know this because Twitter makes the most viral memes of all time because people get in those tweet wars, right? All right. Instagram, to be inspired. That is the number one thing that people go. And here's where it started with photography. And then the gym workout people kind of took over. And now we have people building dream homes and showing you how to put together outfits and how to decorate cookies. And I mean, people want to be inspired. Pinterest to find ideas. This is a great place to work your Plexus business because people are searching for gut cleanses and gut health, and you can upload testimonies onto your Pinterest. Did you know that? You can even include your link. There's so many cool things you can do on Pinterest. I actually made a couple posts on Pinterest today. Lastly, TikTok, to be seen. That is the number one reason people made a TikTok, was just, like Mary Kay, like the Mary Kay before she passed away, talks about pretend every person that you come in contact with has a sign on their head that says, notice me. Notice me. Would you treat people differently if everyone you made eye contact with today, if they had a sign on their forehead that said, notice me? We have no idea what people are going through, from childhood trauma to present day trauma. We have no idea the addictions and the depressions and the things that they might be suffering from, and we might be the only joy that they have. So it's so important that we make sure people feel seen if we have anything to do with it. Okay. All right. Pinterest was to find ideas. So give them something searchable that comes from you. Like, here's 5 tips of how to cleanse your gut. Here's a 3-day reset that helps with your metabolism, something like that. All right. It is my utmost joy to introduce Candace. Candace is a gold ambassador on our team, and she has an incredible story, and her husband is also with her. And I'm just going to kind of turn it over. I would love for y'all to share just kind of like what you told me, Candace, kind of like a little bit of the backstory, and then tell me what products y'all started with and how it changed everything for you.
Okay, hello. I'm Candace, and this is Ryan. This is our third little baby, Lucy. She's 3 months old. I didn't know she'd be in bed. Ryan might scoot out with her. She gets a little fussy, or I might just start breastfeeding her. We don't know. We've all seen a boob. We've all seen somebody breastfeed here. I'll stay under if I need to. I'll tell you a little bit of what it was like, what happened, and what it's like now. So Ryan and I live in Western Pennsylvania, so it's a little bit past 9 o'clock here. I worked on Tuesday, worked later night. I'm a nail technician. I work at a salon. Why I've got this funny mark on my head is we are all John, the barber that works at our salon. We're all him. So I had on this baseball cap and this thing. I want to make sure I can see everybody. Okay, there's everybody. Okay, so anyway, I'm home and I'm a nail technician, so I work outside the home, but I was born and raised, a little bit of my background so you can understand some of, because it's a part of my testimony here and why Ryan and I really started the products. But I was born and raised a Jehovah's Witness. If anybody doesn't know what that is, and I can say it's very hard it would have been, or I couldn't have said this probably 2 years ago, that they are a religious cult. My first husband, I was married very young. So my first husband and I were my family is still in the religion. I am not in it. I'm actually disfellowshipped, which is a word that they use in that religion. So they shun. So my parents and my siblings, I'm the youngest of 4, and everybody in my past, I do not have connection with anymore. They cut off all ties when you leave the religion. And I knew that because I was born and raised in it. My parents, like I said, they very much know a little bit about them. They don't celebrate holidays. I didn't celebrate my birthday growing up. They don't take blood transfusions. Like, I knew that if I needed a blood transfusion growing up, my parents would not have given me one. So I knew when I left the religion that they don't talk to me. Like, they don't know my children and anything. So Penelope, we also have Penelope, who will be 8 in January, and Charlie is 6. And Lucy's 3 months. So I left the religion 6 months after I got sober. I'm an alcoholic. Ryan and I actually met in AA. And I, like I said, I was sober for 6 months before I left. And I started the products 6 months after I had Penelope. I got pregnant with her shortly after. So Ryan and I met in AA. He's told me he was going to start going back to church at one point during our journey here together. And he was like, but you can do what you want. And I was like, yeah, I'll tell you what's going to happen. Me walking into a church divorced, an alcoholic, pregnant with Penelope. He's not the father. I'm thinking this is not going to go well. Well, we go to United Brethren Church, and they were so welcoming, so loving. I just kept going every Sunday. We just kept showing up, and going through. Also, most importantly, I started working the 12 steps of Alcoholics Anonymous, and we started, and that is really where I found Jesus, was in the 12 steps and in step work. And it's amazing. I know a lot of people that aren't alcoholics that could benefit from working a 12-step program. That's all I'm saying. That's how wonderful of a program it is. But we started with the triplex, and I'll tell you, because I used to work with somebody in the salon, she used to get migraines all the time. So Ryan would come home from work like 3 or 4 times a week.
Yeah.
With a migraine. Okay. And I just have Penelope, and I'm dealing with so much anxiety. It's why I drank, and depression too, because alcohol is a depressant. So I don't deal with depression anymore. It would be more of trying to take control of my anxiety. Because once you get away from alcohol, it's amazing how it really, if you deal, and this is my passion here, Emily, this is where I'm at. If you suffer with any little bit of depression, alcohol will just amplify that. And that's not, but all you are doing is just drinking it, and it will just, that will come out. And so if you want to get away and you don't want to be depressed anymore, cutting out alcohol, not drinking alcohol is one thing that one tool you can do for your health that would help you. So we started with the triplex. So he would come home with a migraine. Okay. And here I have Penelope, and she's 6 months old, and I'm anxious, and he goes to bed, right? What do you do? What do you do when you come home with a migraine?
I'd go to bed and I pull the covers over my head.
As any husband would do, or man, right? And where am I left? Jigging the baby, crying. Me and Penelope are both crying. What are we going to do? Like, we have to do something. So I researched it, and I was like, Ryan, your gut's connected to your brain. Like, I've done this research. I've been online. I swear everything you read online is great, right? So like, let's keep doing this research. My girlfriend started taking this product. She doesn't get migraines anymore. Like, let's try this. So we started on the triplex, and that's my jam. It's what I say. It's my jam. I took the supplements every night and drank my pink drink whenever I got it in. I would drink it is whenever I got it in. And I would notice, the first thing I noticed was, and I did not start the products for weight loss. I started it for my mental health, and he started it for migraines. I still continue with the products today for my mental health. And it is amazing. I signed over a 4th of July special. It was a half off, because that's how I could afford it. And I actually remember, you can correct me if I'm wrong, Emily, but at the time, I think in 2015, it was, I could sign and then wait to purchase my products later, because that's how I had to do it. But I didn't have to wait to start telling other people about a business that I started. And that's what I did, is I started sharing online, started sharing about people around me, because I needed the money then to buy the products. Ryan and I were just newly sober. And like I said, I was going through divorce, and we were starting from rock bottom. And so I needed that promotion, and I also needed the time to talk about my business, to have some of maybe my family or people jump on with me to help out. So I went sober pretty quickly, which helped me continue the products. So Ryan and I we moved to a little bit of a bigger apartment. So through this time, and like Emily talked about, sometimes we could get the products. It was a lot easier when I was sharing about the products to afford them. Sometimes I bought the products when I couldn't afford them, because I really, really wanted them. And then there was months that we couldn't. We had Charlotte shortly after we got married. And we moved into this house that had apartments in it, but to get into the apartment building, you had to thumbprint to get in. You had to use your thumbprints. And we lived in this apartment for 2 years. So, and if you ever go into a house or anything with your children, even though you tell them 1,000 times not to, like, I have to unlock the door to get in. Can you back up? Like, can you back up? So here we are in this little corridor. It was like, you have to open up a door and then thumbprint in and then go in. So here we are, car seat and all this stuff. And Ryan's waiting for me to open the door. And Penelope, of course, is in front of me, like she shouldn't be. And I'm like, which thumb? because my brain fog's so bad. We hadn't had our products for a while. I'm like, which thumb to get in? And he's like, seriously, Candace, which thumb? Okay, which thumb? And I'm like, yeah. And he's like, really? We've lived here. Like, I'm like, he's so irritated now at this point. He's not even telling me which thumb, because he's like, come on. And he said to me, and I'll never forget, he said, I said, my brain, and I start getting really upset. I said, my brain fog's so bad, I can't remember which thumb to use to get in. I'm serious. And he said, that's it. You're going back on your products again. And I was like, okay, well, that sounds just like a solution. We're just going to have to do whatever it takes to get them back again. So that's where we're at. And we just started using, let me tell you, when I joined back then, the product line, I'm nursing now, was like this. The products that we have is so, it's amazing. We have a skincare line now. We have things for the children. So now we're a Plexus family, because the girls take the vitamin. I mean, they'll let me know when their bottle is running low, like, it's on the way, mom, right? You know, they'll say things like that to me. So, I mean, I share a lot about my business with the people around me. The reason why I'm on this call is because I did a one-on-one with Emily, because I want to be able to share more on social media. I want to be able to tell my story more, because there has, like AA, when I sat in those rooms and I knew I wasn't alone. I'm not alone. I'm not alone. And I tell the girl, because I sponsor girls out of AA and work the steps with them. And sometimes you just have to be told that. And even in sharing our stories and the getting personal, I think it's that people know that they're not alone, and being honest and being, hello, I would love to find another community of people, of Jehovah's Witnesses, that have left the religion, because I feel the Holy Spirit pulled me out of it. And now I have Jesus, and now I don't have to live in my sin anymore. I don't have to drink today. And Ryan's the youth pastor at our church now. So there's things that, like, we've been able to grow just in, like, spiritually, and knowing that it doesn't just take the products. It takes our mental health, our physical, our spiritual health, our emotional health, and all of us need different tools. And Plexus is one of those tools. And I've used different products through, like, weight loss is not something that, if anything, I need to gain weight more so, because I'm breastfeeding right now. I need to eat more. I discovered a few years ago, I have a gluten allergy. That was something that was a whole lifestyle change. When I finally listened to the Lord, and, like, I knew for 2 years that I was an alcoholic before I stopped drinking. And probably about 2 years, I knew I probably shouldn't eat gluten, but I kept doing it because that's what I wanted to do. But when I had to call my sponsor when I gave it up, and we cried together and we prayed over it, because I knew, like, if you live in our area and you know Clark's Donuts, like, I don't know what Mr. Clark puts crack in those donuts or what, but, like, everybody comes to get like, it's hard to not eat those donuts being around people now. But it's now I don't think about it. It's like, at first, when I couldn't put myself around people drinking, now I can be around people and they can be consuming alcohol, and it's fine. It's a process. Everything is a process, but I've had tools through all of this to be able to help me with my health and my family's health, because my girls are very, very healthy, and people tell us all the time when they meet them, they're happy and they're healthy. And I can attribute that to being on the products through my pregnancies with them, through breastfeeding. Triplex is something that you can take a lot of the products, pregnant and breastfeeding. Really, there's just a few that are, like, specific for weight loss, which if that's what you're trying to focus on where you're pregnant, maybe we should have another conversation about everything. We need to be re-educated. That's where we need to educate people, because they think, oh, well, I can't take that, I'm pregnant, or I can't take that because I'm breastfeeding. But there are so many things that can help with that. So I think that was, I don't know. I feel like I should wrap it up, Emily. Is there anything else that I need to share?
No, you're fantastic. And I love that you're nursing, and I love your
Yeah.
story. And I love how You just are so bright and so joyful. You always bring me joy when I talk to you. She's so fun. I love this transformation because this is not a normal transformation. This is not a side by side of look how different physically she looks. There's joy radiating from her. Like, I can't not smile when I hear her story. And I hope that you guys are sitting there smiling just as big as I am. Like, my face hurts. I was like, my husband's like, smiling so hard. I'm like, I'm just so happy for her because she could have lived in a community where she was not loved and not seen. She could have drank herself to death and she wouldn't have 3 beautiful children, and she wouldn't be remarried to someone that cherishes her. You know, she wouldn't know Jesus. So I love this story, and I love that you're now a part of our community and that you can help other moms feel confident in the decisions that they're making. And just like your, AA 12 steps and Plexus, there are steps to just business and being consistent with your products or whatever you're looking for. We have that here, and you're just totally living proof. Candace, thank you so much for sharing and having baby and your man make a little guest appearance. That's so special. I'm gonna wrap this up, you guys, because I really want to keep them at right under 30 minutes, so you guys can watch this recording and share it with your teams and share it as a testimony to people that maybe want to start the triplex or having headaches, or maybe they have an addictive personality and they really just need to be in a more positive community and environment where they will be seen and prayed for and loved on. All right, let's pray. And you guys are totally dismissed. Dear Heavenly Father, thank you so much for these awesome people. I love this place that you've just designed for us to come together and to be healthier and happier, and that everything we do can glorify you. Lord, be with my team this week. Lord, bless their lives, heal the sicknesses and hurts that they're going through right now as these seasons change. I pray that we will feel that we are seen by you every single day, that you know every hair on our head, you know how many stars there are in the sky, and that we would just trust you for the rest of this week. In your precious name, I pray. Amen. Bye, you guys. I love you. I hope you have a great rest of your week. See you next week.